Hi everyone, welcome to How Ines Rolls. I am in the kitchen cooking some dinner tonight, and tonight's dinner is actually going to be a chicken tater bake. But first, I need to make something very special for the recipe, so I need to get started. So if you watched my haul, which was the previous video, I'll make sure to have a link over here, and you saw that I had an aha moment. One that made me feel a tiny bit bad, or a lot bad, because my husband Paul has been really trying so hard to eat gluten-free, and I've just been making casseroles like all summer, whatever. We do casseroles, and I use cream of chicken soup. So I found a recipe that I'm going to show you that is homemade gluten-free cream of chicken soup, and I think we're just going to try to use this from now on, and I'll even show you how you would be able to make it just homemade version. So all I'm doing is replacing the flour with the gluten-free flour, but you could just keep it as is, and now you have a homemade version of cream of chicken soup. So I have some broth going, which I love to use the bouillon cubes, and I'm just gonna start putting things together, and I'll bring you closer. So as I put the dry ingredients together, I am just using this gluten-free all-purpose flour. So we're going to just put these together, the dry ingredients, and then we're gonna be mixing them into some wet ingredients that have like milk. So this is not dairy-free, but we're moving in the right direction. So everything here is gonna have a half a teaspoon of all of this. So this is garlic. We're gonna do a half a teaspoon of onion. You know what? It always makes me so happy to like have recipes that I can go to and not have to worry about like, oh man, I need to go to the store and buy X, Y, and Z. I could just make it myself. Oh, I need a half a teaspoon of pepper. And if this is something that turns out great for tonight's dinner, then I will be making a bunch of these and putting them into the freezer so I can store it, which I think would be an awesome way to do this. So this is a teaspoon. Just to keep this on hand, is just to keep them in the freezer. It says it will separate, but you can just heat it back up and mix it through again, and it will be just fine. So I am crossing my fingers, you guys, that we love it. Now let's get this into the broth. Like I said, it is not dairy-free, but this recipe can be easily substituted with almond milk, coconut milk. You're gonna keep it on a low, and we're gonna mix a lot of these together. So let me add our broth. So like I just cut the bouillon cube up into little pieces and then add it to the hot boiling water. And this is 2 cups. So this is gonna actually probably, I'm guessing it's gonna make about 2 to 3 cans worth of the cream of chicken soup. So we're just gonna get this going on low, and I'm gonna add my flour in, and we're gonna just stir this for 10 minutes. And then pretty soon I'm going to show you how to thicken it up even more. Gonna add in a little bit of this flour, a little bit at a time. Ooh, it smells really good, you guys. Those seasonings are awesome. You guys, I didn't even have to add the cornstarch, which I had ready to go, but it thickened up nicely. Now that's probably because my gluten-free flour already had potato starch, which is a lot like cornstarch, and it is used as a thickening agent, so it was ready to go. So if you're just using like almond flour, you're gonna probably want to add some cornstarch to thicken it up, but let me show you as it looks right now. Look how nice and thick that is. Oh, I can't wait for this recipe now. And it smells so good, you guys. And I really think that we're not gonna notice the difference, which means I'll be making this from now on. So I'm gonna let that cool for a little bit, and I have to go run an errand right now. We're taking care of Danny and Tina's dogs. So because they're dropping off Brayden at the MTC. So it's just a quick one-day trip for them, but we still need to go over and play with them, which Ezra and I have been thoroughly enjoying. So let's go take a look and take care of those little cute dogs. He's just come to the little doggies and just having some fun with them and just playing with them. And look.
I miss my humans, but at least Ezra is taking good care of me.
I know today has been an emotional day, but just know I'm gonna miss Brayden. We're all gonna miss Brayden, but Ines and Ezra are doing such a good job taking care of us.
Hi, buddy. Oh, look at. Oh, so happy. Oh, so happy. And there's Jasper. So we're just taking good care of them, huh, guys? Yep. Then your mommy and daddy and your family will be here so soon. Yes. Oh, look at Ezra. He's like the dog whisperer. He thinks they're so cute, huh? Yeah. We need to get going to make some dinner. It is only 1 o'clock though. But we have Carpal, and well, maybe we'll come back and come see them and see how they're doing. Those doggies have been so fun to watch, and right now I'm just thinking about the Phillips and their new journey with having a new missionary in their home. So I'm sure you'll get lots of updates. So I'm super impressed that well, look at how thick. I don't know if you can see it. That is very, very thick cream of chicken soup. So I didn't even need to thicken up, thank goodness. So now I'm gonna see how much this actually makes. 1 cup, 2 cups. It makes enough for 2 cans. So it was exactly 2 cups plus a little bit extra. So it's about 10 ounces in each can. So it was perfect. This recipe makes 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. So all I'm doing now is just thinning it out a little bit. So I have that milk and that butter. And when this is kind of heated through a little bit, I will then add some chicken, the cheese, not all of the cheese, but most of the cheese, and then the thawed out veggies. I've had them sitting on the counter now for about an hour, and then we're gonna get ready to put them in the pan. And so it's starting to get a little warm and bubble up, so I'm just gonna add in the cheese, which is about 1 cup. Just gonna add a little tiny bit more. And I like using medium cheese, medium cheddar, just because I feel like it has a little bit more taste. But if you have mild, that's all you got, and that's all you need, really. And then I'm just gonna add in the chicken. Now, it says 3 cups, which equates to about 3 pounds. So my bag of chicken for my thin cut sliced chicken breast was about 2¼ pounds, but I feel like it's made enough chicken for us. Now, the last part is the veggies, and then I will tell you that I don't think all of us are gonna love the peas. Let me know in the comments if you're pea lovers or veggie lovers, really. But you know what? We do love our chicken pot pies, and a lot of times I will change out the veggies for it. But you know what? Let's make it a little more traditional with the peas, right? I mean, we're already going to be putting tater tots, for goodness sakes, on this. So it's at this point, you would probably want to do 2 8-square 8x8 pans, and then you could put them in the freezer. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is like the best recipe ever. Freezer meals, you guys, freezer meals. I should feel like exclamation points all around here because this is a freezer meal. Woo, this is one I can get behind for sure. So because we're not gonna have it in the freezer, I'm gonna be eating it. And I have a bigger family, I'm just gonna use a 9x13. So we're gonna spray it down and pretty much put the stuffing, the mix on the bottom and top with the tater tots. Cannot be any easier than that, am I right? You guys, I cannot wait to eat it, but it has to cook for about 30 minutes at 400 degrees. Let's get this going. Ooh, this is perfect. So now I'm just going to top it with some more cheese. Just give it a few more minutes and then I'll pull it right out. You guys, this just came out of the oven. It looks gorgeous, beautiful, smells so good. And I just told the boys I'm so proud of this meal because I know it is all gluten-free and it wasn't even hard to do. So down below in the description box, I will have links to the gluten-free cream of chicken soup mix. Also, I will have a link to this wonderful, easy recipe that you can use that cream of chicken soup in. So thanks so much for stopping by. And now I need to start dishing up and getting some reviews. What do you say? So thanks, Rollers, for hanging out, visiting the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if this is a recipe you think you will enjoy. So stick around, Rollers. You just never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye, everyone.